Hey, what's up guys? Kaiser here, and I'm hanging out at the Dream Hotel doing a whole bunch of stuff, but one thing that I'm doing is some content for all of you guys that are interested in our franchise. And I have on that subject another book review for you. And this book is The One Thing by Gary Keller. Now, I think all of the videos I've done to this point have all been to some degree book reviews. And the reason for that is everything that I've learned is through books. It's through, well, that's actually a lie. It's through experiences, people I've met, friends I've made, but a lot of it has also been through books. And you're not going to be able to do this thing, you're not going to be able to be a success with this franchise unless you push yourself and learn more and do more. And you're going to flatten out. What this franchise is going to give you is a vehicle to hit your next level. A lot of times in life, you want to do something, you want to be more, you want something more in your life, but you can't do anything because you don't have the vehicle. Like I could be over here and I could want to go to California. I'm in New York, I could want to go to California. I need a vehicle to do it. Legs won't work, even a car is not going to cut it. I'm going to need a plane. So Better Body is going to be the vehicle, but you're going to need to be the fuel. You're going to need to find things within yourself, learn new things, but at least you have a purpose. You have a direction. You have something to apply to. If you're doing something else and you're working as hard as you can, that vehicle is not going to get you to the end destination. All of the effort is wasted. It's kind of like walking. If I'm trying to get to California, jogging or buying a bicycle is not gonna work. I need a completely different vehicle. So we have this book review, and one thing I want to say about this book is that it's one of, pretty ironic that the name of the book is one. It's one of the most, I would say one of the best books I've ever read. Now, I think the book came to me at the right time. A lot of the lessons in here I'm a believer in, and it only reinforced that. You know, sometimes you just need someone to tell you you're right, to give you a pat on the back. And a lot of the lessons I've learned through life were totally reinforced by this book. I think it's an extremely influential book. I think the only thing that it necessarily might get wrong is that it's a polite book. It's a mass market book. It's not brutal enough in how essential the skills that it teaches you are to your success. All the skills that I learned that are in this book over the course of my life were taught to me brutally. This book puts it across all in one book, and you need to take all of the lessons to heart. I think it's definitely a nightstand book. Something you can read from and learn from. It's something I keep on my dining table that I'm always picking up and reinforcing some of the lessons. You know, the funny thing about the human mind, we have a lot that we're capable of. We're incredible creatures. We have infinite potential, unlimited potential, which is one of our Better Body core values. But your brain is just a 5-pound piece of meat. It's extremely flawed, and it's going to take you in bad directions, and it's going to do you wrong unless you train it, unless you give it habits. The music just got a little louder here, so I'm going to have to get louder. I wonder if it got louder because of me. Well, anyway, you're going to have to give this brain some habits, or it's going to start to trick you. It's going to start to downgrade down to inertia. And this book is going to wake you up. Now, first off, one thing I'm always a big fan of, you know, we live in this culture, in this life, in this world, in this matrix. Like right now, I'm hanging out in a public place and I'm doing something for you. I'm doing a podcast. Not necessarily something people would do here. There's probably some people doing other kinds of stuff on dates or whatever might be around me. But I tend to feel in some ways that I don't live in this matrix. Now, in many ways, I still do. You know, you never want to get overconfident, but this book is going to tell you the same thing, that you have to bust out of conventional wisdom and conventional thinking. And the first part here has to do with the lies. That's the name of this first section. It goes through a lot of things that are conventional wisdom, and it teaches you how they're lies. What are some of these lies? Everything matters equally. No, everything doesn't matter equally. Multitasking. Multitasking is bullshit. A disciplined life. You're gonna have a really hard time if you're trying to discipline yourself. You need to have habits that you wake up in the morning, you do things like I pack my bag for Better Body. I get out of work at 6, I go straight there. It's a habit. I don't think about it. Feel like I have to discipline myself to work out. I have news for you, you're gonna fail. Willpower. Willpower is bullshit too. You're not gonna be able to willpower yourself. Like if I have an alcohol problem, which I kind of do, right? I probably shouldn't be places where there's alcohol. So being here, sitting here, I was gonna be at the Dream, I was gonna do a podcast. I came in here, magically there's a drink in front of me. So since I have this problem, I gotta make sure I don't come here because willpower is not gonna work. A balanced life. That again is something that's not gonna work. Your life in different times is gonna be out of balance, and big is bad. No, big is not bad. You might think that this book is talking a lot about discipline and focus, but it also gets you to think of big. It tells you how big is the only option. You know, that's a message that I really learned from a buddy of mine, Grant Cardone, that he always gets you to think bigger, to the next level. The way I feel in life and in business is that go for the biggest, go for the best. Don't listen to people that are gonna tell you to downgrade or whatever. I feel like a lot of that is in God's hands. Like, you know, you could play in the NBA, try as hard as you can, try to be a superstar. You get to the finals, you lose like LeBron lost. That's out of his hands. But putting your best effort forward and putting yourself in a position, very nice. Let's get a shot of this food. All right, looking good over here, guys. Oh, that's not for me, guys. Thank you, man. That's for Artie, guys. And I think they messed it up, Artie. That salad should be going to me, and all this bread should be going to you. No, we're good. Yeah. I'm just teasing. No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. So anyway, yeah, always don't be afraid to think big, guys. Think big, back it up. Back up the thinking with action, and the rest is in God's hands. But there's nothing that can happen without thinking the biggest and taking the actions for it. Again, another central lesson in this book. So this book talks about the micro, about your habits, your work habits, all that stuff. But then it gets to the macro, about your purpose, again, your one thing, and how you tackle life. So a must-have, if you're part of this Better Body franchise, guys, you're not gonna survive. I made this thing as hands-off, as user-friendly, as easy as possible. I've done too much for this franchise. We're 7 years in. I could have released this thing. We were already location by location, one of the most successful fitness companies in the country. So why did it take so long? Why did it take 7 years? It's because I wanted to make this something I could hand off to you, that you could succeed with in your sleep. That being said, you're not going to be able to hit the next level 5 years, 10 years, and this life is not going to be over. Don't think in a 1 or 2 year perspective. What's your next chapter? This company, this franchise is built to get you there as well. And that's not going to happen unless you learn and develop it yourself. No matter who you are, no matter what level you're at right now, if you're watching me right now and you're a 5 franchise operator and you're thinking about adding this to your portfolio, you're still going to have a higher level you're going to want to hit. And those are some of the tools that I'm trying to get you. So guys, this book again, not only in the bookshelf, but I'd recommend this one for the nightstand. So that's it for today's episode, guys. I want to hit this food. I want to hit that salad before it gets too late, it's cold. All right, I'll be honest. This is my food. I want to hit it before it gets cold. So that's it for today, guys. You'll be hearing from me again soon. Take care.